Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
Hello everyone!
Hey everyone!
FuzzyGoob here.
FuzzyGoob here. I'm Goob, he's Fuzzy.
We got headphones. Very important.
This is Metroid Prime. We're playing it.
Yes, Metroid Prime,
If I
also known as not Metroid
This is
Prime.
Metroid Prime 4. Only one of those words was a lie.
This is Metroid Prime 3 if we're going by canon.
Is it not just Metroid 4?
No, this is... Which one's Metroid? Okay, 1, 2, 3. No, you're right. No, damn it. You're
Yeah.
funny. Fuck.
Yeah, it's fine. Got my joke, yeah. But we will address the elephant in the room immediately of the Switch 2. And we'll might as well kick things off with the Switch 2. And I guess our views and just covering the news of it, really. What do you think to the Switch 2?
It's certainly a console.
Yeah,
It's a sequel to the Switch.
Yeah.
And it is Nintendo's odd console. So it's going to be bad.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So Nintendo
Right.
has good console, bad console. Good console, bad console.
I don't know if I'd agree with
So
that.
clearly this is going to be a financial failure.
Is that... What? But when...
Yeah?
Talk me through that. What are the good and bad ones, then?
Okay. In terms of performance and how well they did,
Yeah.
you got SNES.
Yeah? Well, you got an
And
NES.
then Nintendo 64,
What about NES,
which
then?
went against... We don't count NES.
Okay.
That's the Famicom. It's a different name.
Okay, that's where I got confused. Okay, thanks.
Okay, fine. First two were okay, I guess.
Okay.
And you on the Nintendo 64, which had to fight against the disc-based systems.
Oh, sounds
right?
this weekend. Yep.
Ah! And then
Sold that cat.
it's like, oh my god, the GameCube.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was Nintendo 64 then GameCube.
Yeah.
Well, maybe my analogy doesn't work. But anyway, considering the Wii and the Wii U, like Wii, bad, good, it's gonna be bad. That's what I'm saying.
The Wii sold like hotcakes, though.
Yeah, it did.
The Wii like sold to all the old people.
I don't know what they're thinking with their pricing, though.
Who wanted to
Goodness
go-
gracious.
Oh, for Switch 2.
Yeah.
Are the games or the console?
Oh, all of it. For a company that said they're trying to find new ways to spend the money they're making,
Yeah.
I'm shocked that it's they upped it to the degree they did.
I'm not super surprised about the console price. I feel like that's like £400 average is like for a brand new console on release is like, you know, pretty standard.
Yeah.
PS5 was like touching 489 or something. It was definitely with no game bundle, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So like 429, I think it is for the Mario Kart bundle. Not bad. But the games are apparently they are priced at $80 standard, which is like what £65 to 70.
They're gonna round it up.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
It'll be like 69.99 or something. Yeah, or 64.99, which
I wouldn't. Go on.
I don't know how I feel about that aspect of it. I was like, Nintendo.
I wouldn't mind it so much if it wasn't for the fact that Nintendo games never go on sale.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. That they are so difficult to buy anyway because they are always full price, unless you get lucky and buy it off a parent on Facebook or eBay.
Yeah,
Which is how I have bought.
Unless you manage to scalp it from some poor kid.
100%. That's how I bought all my games. I don't think I've ever bought. Oh no, tell a lie. But Metroid Dread I got fairly new, and I want to say the Mario 3D trilogy. I bought that as well, fairly new. Mario trilogy was a good investment because that's obviously phased out now. You can't buy that anymore.
Yeah.
So that's kept its value. But they do keep their
Shakes
value.
fist.
They do keep their value a lot, which is a weird one to then up your prices.
Because when it comes to Bethesda, or let's say Assassin's Creed, or a couple of others, like when the games come out, like Super Deal Mega Deluxe Edition, £110.
Yes.
And then by like 2 or 3 years, I'm buying them for like 10 on Steam, or like on any console sale.
It'll be like £120 retail. This sale is like $19.99 for the whole package, yeah.
But I always like to use Rhythm Thief for the 3DS as my comparison here.
Oh, is that your your guide? You saw like your yeah.
Because that was a launch title for the 3DS, and even while the 3DS store was shutting down, it was still full price
Fuck.
for the entirety of the lifespan.
They do value.
It was full price.
They value their products so high, which I totally get. And I think
Yes.
with the recent success of stuff like the Mario movie and that, clearly the brand is thriving.
Still, Brian, still thriving, yes.
So I.
They have a theme park.
Yeah, they're a very successful theme. They just expanded theme park, with a new Donkey Kong area. I hope they add a Metroid area. That'd be pretty sick. Also, this intro takes fucking forever.
Yes, it does. That's why I'm glad we're talking about it real quick.
Good, yeah, no, of course. But no, the games are Switch. That's do you have any standouts for you? If you
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no, that's
Donkey
it.
Kong game looks fucking sick.
You know what? I watched that trailer like 3 or 4 times now. And at first, I was like, "Oh, Donkey Kong game, whatever." I was like, "Oh wait, you can punch whatever."
Voxel destruction.
That's pretty cool.
Deep Rock Galactic, but you're Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. Yeah, and it's people are saying it's the Odyssey devs. It looks like the Odyssey devs. It's a very similar.
It definitely looks like the
similar looking game. But no, I think it looks wonderful. I'm glad they've taken a bet.
He looks good. The world looks good.
Yes, I love his redesign.
And everything I saw was incredibly like Donkey Kong coded.
Yes.
Like Donkey Kong has gone away from. Well, he's still like a platformer, but he's also in like Nintendo canon. What a dumbass thing that is.
Nintendo
lore. Canon. He's like
in the
like
scrolls.
Goku power level. He's like strong. He's about equal to Bowser, maybe even stronger.
Oh,
so for him just to go like, I'm gonna screw you, get out of my way, me punch Donkey Kong.
Me punch everything today. Yeah, no, 100%.
It makes me very happy. That, yes, I really, really, really would like to play that one.
No doubt about it. It does look pretty sick, and it's nice to see. It's that kind of game you'd see like in a magazine, and you're like, whoa, that just looks crazy. I want to play that. It's like it feels like an old school Nintendo experience a little bit, of like some mad mascot they haven't touched in a couple of years. Of course, we got the Mario Kart World, which looks fun. I'm
assuming Mario Kart World is more going to be like a.
I didn't like 8.
Live servicey Mario Kart.
I don't know. I really don't know. But I didn't like 8, so I'm a little what's the word? Apprehensive. I say I didn't like 8. 8 felt a little bit lack of personality to me. So I sort of. I played a ton of it. I bought it on Wii U and then Switch eventually. But I was like, man, it's just missing a spark. So I'm hoping World has that spark.
Monster.
Watch out for that one thing. Anyway,
no.
Metroid Fusion.
It's a parasite.
This is probably my favorite 2D Metroid. And I go back and forth between this and Zero Mission.
It's so weird to have ledge glare from the very
from the start of the game. Yeah.
Oh, that keeps catching me off guard. Continue.
Between this and Super, though, I jump between this Super and Zero. I do jump between the 3, but I think this one has such a strong atmosphere that cannot be like unmatched. You know, this one really injected horror into the series more so than any of the others.
They've all had horror. Super Metroid has some nice moments, but this is where the horror narrative takes precedence.
It's really
over, like, the whole game.
It's really like it's the forefront, and
it's probably my second favorite.
Next to Zero.
I do prefer Zero Mission.
Yeah, and I go back and forth. You know, I can pick up Zero Mission and beat that in an afternoon and think, that was a great fucking time.
Yeah, and for anyone who wants to read the text, I'm making sure to give a bit of pause for you, so don't worry. I'm making people on top of that.
Oh, very nice of you.
Yep.
I think I've read this once, and all you gotta know is there's X parasites, and that's a great fucking sprite for the Game Boy Advanced. I love that sprite.
I'm assuming it has to be well, this is the WarioWare engine, so that could be a 3D polygon, or that could be a sprite. They're crazy people.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. Switch 2, I'm not going to buy it.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm not going to buy it day one. Like I did the Switch.
No.
I bought the Switch day one for Breath of the Wild because I was extremely sort of like hyped for a Zelda reinvention at the time. I was very excited for that. Switch 2, I'm going to give it a year or two before I pick up a system there.
I mean, I've always looked at the Switch and been like, man, it has that really cool Mario game that looks cool. It has the Metroid game that looks real cool. It has the Zelda game that looks cool. And I'm like, okay, can I justify getting a Switch for those for 3 games?
For a
Would it be
handful
4
of
or
games.
5?
I mean, you got the Fire Emblem series on there that's doing great if you fancy another Fire Emblem.
I mean, great for Fire Emblem fans.
Yeah, they got a couple of Hyrule Warriors games. They're wonderful.
They are wonderful.
I'm trying to think what else I use my Switch for. not a great deal, honestly. Mario Tennis, that's pretty fun. I've got that. That's
Sports games are good from all I've seen.
Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. That's a cracker. That's a good game.
The Wii U game, yeah.
Yeah. I scalped that from a parent as well. For like
You're a monster.
for like $10 because they had no box. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take that. And that's a great little game. But I don't think one of the first party games I have. Do I have my Switch games up? Do I?
Does he? Are they around him?
I think I'm lying. I don't
All
think.
around you?
Oh no, I think they're downstairs next to the Switch. Silly
Where else was in this? Well, there was that FromSoft game, which looks like the DLC character from Dark Souls 1. You know the one I'm talking about? He has a mask on him. He kind of looks Bloodborne-y.
Yes.
It looks like if his world was explored and not Bloodborne's world, if that makes sense. And also Sekiro walked in.
Yeah.
Like off screen, like, hey guys, Sekiro here.
Hey guys, do you remember Sekiro? You should, because it's influenced every single one of our fucking games.
Hooray!
Sekiro is... I don't like Sekiro very much. I think it's fundamentally quite... It doesn't... The system's fun, it doesn't carry a whole game, in my opinion.
I haven't played, so I would really like to.
Yeah, no, it's well worth a play. Totally well worth a play, and you might just jam with it and think this is great. But for me, it's like... They've stripped away all the RPG elements, which is like what I wanted out of Dark Souls, but I still wanted all the weapons. But they're gone as well, and it's just pure like, can you learn this game and like deflect the fuck out of everyone? Which is when it works, great. When it doesn't, But yeah, Duskbloods is called the Duskbloods.
Oh, thank you for remembering the name, because there's no way I was going to remember.
Yeah, no, Duskbloods, which is the people are calling it the spiritual Bloodborne, which I see why.
I can see why.
The closest we've had to Bloodborne artistically. Gameplay-wise, we haven't really seen much apart from like a stealth kill and someone flying.
I'm more shocked. Is this going to be a Nintendo exclusive?
Yes. It's
How?
exclusive to the Switch too.
How?
So I'm assuming Nintendo paid for it.
I would imagine.
I'm assuming because obviously Sony have locked Bloodborne
I guess
away
it was. Yeah.
in the vault. I'm assuming Nintendo went to Miyazaki and said, "Hey, look at all this money. Do you want to make us Bloodborne?" And he was like, "Oh, maybe. Can I have creative freedom?" And they're like, "Yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. Just make it exclusive for the Switch too." I think that's going to sell systems, 100%.
Yes.
People love Souls games. I'm burnt out.
I feel like the From Software became a first party, but I guess they just have an incredibly strong working relationship with Sony. Because that's the thing that just shocked me was it being and staying.
Yes, because they were very much.
Exclusive.
Oh no, it's a secret on. Yeah, there we go. Sorry.
I know it was somewhere in here.
Yeah, because they were pretty much exclusively Sony for the earlier years of their... No, they weren't. They're Xbox as well. They were Xbox as well, actually. But it does feel like a Sony brand, doesn't it? I guess because of Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Because of Bloodborne, it feels like a Sony brand.
And Demon Souls.
And Demon Souls was a Sony exclusive, yes. The ill-fated Demon Souls. Which I'd love to play again.
Back.
I'd love to play that game one day. Yeah.
Okay, so it was the Duskbloods.
Duskbloods.
It was the Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kongs.
Surely there must have been something else.
We had Mario.
I love Mario.
Mario Kart, sorry. Samus. Samus. Samus, you good? Samus, you good? Samus. So this boss is the first boss fight from Metroid 2.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Now why would the X-Virus want to replicate
that's stinky.
this guy? But you know what? All the power to him. Maybe they like him. They're the #1 fan.
Fun little guy. No, there's a surprising lack of like big Switch 2 games apart from the ones we just mentioned. You know, a lot of it was like, oh, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom with frame rates.
Oh, that's right. With new to the Switch 2. I wish I could do the Switch announcer guy voice. I really wish I could. Coming to the Switch 2.
Coming to the Switch
Higher
2.
frame rate.
Next year. Step into a world untouched by man. do. which they're charging
gracious.
for. They're charging for the upgrade, which I don't like. They're charging for a Mario Party upgrade with extra content. Makes sense. Extra content. Love it. I know they're charging for a Tears of the Kingdom that runs a stable frame rate.
Is it backwards compatible? Like,
So they've said the Switch 2 will play all compatible Switch games. That's what
Right.
they've said. Specifically the word compatible. And there's been some speculation online thinking, oh, are they referring to stuff like Labo? Or maybe like,
oh yeah, that stuff was gonna be a problem.
so what they say, did they have to use the words compatible just to cover their asses in terms of like Nintendo Labo? And some other little, I guess, Switch oddities?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it'll play all Switch games, you know, which is
Right, but can I put my Mario Party in it and just play it without the content, or is it, if I put it in, is it gonna bill my credit card?
I'm assuming to play with it'd be a separate purchase. You'd have to go and find that purchase, or it'd be like on the main menu where it's like, do you want to buy Mario Party?
So.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can't see Nintendo pushing. They're not very pushy with that sort of stuff. But they could always change.
They could change.
They could change.
The horror music.
Oh yeah, we should talk about Metroid Fusion though, shouldn't we really? And the game we've been playing for the past 20 minutes.
I mean, the first part is the consequences of something, but we haven't hit the bit everyone remembers yet, which we're about to.
we're very close to it already. I mean, what's this game, like 4 hours or something? 4 or 5 hours, if that?
I refreshed my memory on one or two things because I didn't want to embarrass myself. Especially the meltdown. I always forget where to go for the meltdown.
Got it.
So wait, hold on. This we take damage in. Oh, we can't go right there. Sorry. But I'm looking at 3 hours, probably 3.5.
Oh, perfect, yeah. Metroid Prime 4, sorry. That's getting a Switch 2 edition.
That's where it was.
Yeah, that's getting a...
Well, certainly nothing interesting will happen.
Nothing normal's going to happen, yeah. Nothing iconic and absolutely generation-defining for the Game Boy Advanced. Ugh, jellyface.
It's just brief enough. They never reuse it either.
No.
It's just a one time like, oh fuck, that's not me.
And that scared the fuck out of me as a kid. I shit my pants. I was like, I hate it. I don't like it. It's scary. Take it away.
I'm supposed to be the one doing the explosions.
No. And that's the fear of it, right? It's you're being... There's a Super Metroid Samus chasing you around, and that's what she is. And people who play Super Metroid are just like, fuck.
Because it is literally right after, so she has everything, including screw attack.
Yeah, this is literally, like a month, if that, after Super Metroid. So it's like,
Yeah, the Federation contacted her to go explore planets. I'm assuming maybe she was on security detail.
It's some sort of cleanup operation, yeah. We should have read the intro.
Oh, the intro is more that she was infected by the X virus.
Yeah.
And in order to survive, she had the serum from the last known Metroid
Pumped into her veins.
put into a system.
Yeah.
Which the Metroid was a natural predator of the X virus.
Yes. Which
the fact that we killed all the Metroids in like Metroid 2 and like the last one died in 3 makes the Metroid Prime series very funny to me. Everything needs to take place in like the 2 seconds between
they've
Metroid 1 and 2.
kind of written themselves into a hole a little bit. They're like, fuck, we can't. It's got to be between these 2 games. Yeah, it has to be between
if they
1
want
and
to
2.
keep a timeline, we need to set them between 1 and 2.
She has all these adventures before Metroid 2.
Okay, so in Metroid 1 there was Metroids, and then Metroid 2 we killed all of them. Metroid 3, the last one.
Yeah, last Metroid.
4, the last one saves you.
Are there Metroids in Metroid 5 and Dread? I don't believe there are.
I mean, there could be another facility like this. They could always
could
bring
easily-
it back if they need to.
They could easily say there's this lockdown Federation facility where they're researching Metroids.
Or some space pirates managed to sneak one out. Oh no! No,
exactly,
no.
yeah. Because it's always the last known Metroid in existence. Known. Right.
Yes, they pick their words very specifically.
Can you spot the GameCube on this screen? Do you know where the GameCube is?
GameCube.
Yeah.
Well, if
No,
we look
stop,
inside
stop,
here-
stop. Can you see the GameCube? At the top left of that. Ah.
You have plenty of time to look at it.
But,
There's more than this.
Oh, but do you know the GameCube?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
I stopped looking. You know the GameCube? Yeah, sorry. I was like, but do you know the GameCube?
Did you know?
Did-
Inside the pipes in Metroid Fusion,
Is there fucking
you can
GameCube?
see. Nyang.
Top left of the sprite has a GameCube in it, which is pretty sick.
Which is either designed shorthand by accident or considering this is the WarioWare engine, which I've brought up before. This is WarioWare 4.
Yeah, I was
Wario Land 4 engine.
I was never
Which once you
aware
know
of that.
it makes the sprites
Oh.
make a lot more sense.
I was never aware of that, but now I know it's like, oh yeah, the colors are the same. A lot of this
This is-
art directions.
It's a very nice looking game.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is real pretty. And I love to play Dread afterwards as well.
Yeah,
Run through Dread.
whenever I like to describe graphics, I think of or defining ones. I think of Link to the Past on SNES.
Yes.
Nothing for me. Nothing looks like Link to the Past.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
so meticulously designed, and the angle and all of its sprites.
Yeah.
For the Game Boy Advance, I think Fusion might be the best looker.
Yeah. No,
Hands down.
I would maybe agree with you there. As far as like Game Boy Advanced games that look great, I'd have to have a. I mean, people love Minish Cap. I think it's fine. It looks great.
They have some fantastic sprite animations, but it's also Capcom developed, and Capcom sprite artists
Yes.
at that time were
A different breed.
yeah.
Monsters.
Do I want to go this way? Yeah, I do want to go this way.
Machines.
Like,
Capcomians.
there's a part where a beanstalk comes out the ground in Minish Cap.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck, Capcom? What did you? Why? Why was this the most elaborate animation you've ever created? Like, settle the fuck down, Capcom. Oh man, imagine Capcom used to make Zeldas.
Yeah.
They made 3 of them.
Yeah.
4?
They made the Oracle series, which are 2 of them. They made Link's Awakening. No.
No.
What did they make?
Minish Cap.
Minish Cap. The Oracle games? Am I making that up?
Yeah. No, yeah, the Oracle games, Minish Cap, and maybe the Four Swords co-op dungeon
Yeah,
for
quite
the Game Boy Color
quite
port.
possibly.
Other side, the Game Boy.
Yes. Quite possibly, yeah. But anyone watching, top left of the sprite, there's a
Oh my
GameCube.
god! Oh, there's a GameCube!
On the very top
Why
left.
did no one tell me earlier? Die, GameCube!
Samus
have no games.
hates GameCubes. Bleh. But would you say, if you were to rank your favorite Nintendo franchises, so we've got Donkey Kong's, Mario's, Kirby's, where would Metroid sit? I guess Pokemon you could slam in there, because that's a Nintendo brand, really.
In terms of output and quality, as well as games I probably like playing over the others, it's probably number 1.
Yeah, honestly, it's like stuff I revisit over the years. I'm like, man, it's like Mario's up there.
Well,
Mario's great, but
How many bad Metroid games are there? Yes, we're gonna include the 3DS, like Freedom Rangers or whatever. Galactic
yeah,
Rangers.
Galactic Rangers. I guess if you count that in, there'll be 1 or 2 bad Metroid games. Apart from that, I would say none, because I'm other M apologist. Because I think that game is absolutely wonderful, and I think it's misunderstood.
I think if it ever got re-released, it would all of a sudden have a critical reevaluation.
It would be seen to today's sort of like lens rather than
Okay. How do that's how many wall jump.
wall jump
See.
is a bit funny in this one.
Die, Space Pirates! I want Space Pirates.
When I was a kid, I was always confused why they're called space pirates. I was like, but they don't look like pirates.
I mean, what?
My version
The
was,
Galactic Federation is racist, okay?
they are racist. Yeah, they definitely are.
These are space pirates. I mean, according to the law.
Space
which
carrots?
The space carrots? No, according
Space
to
carrots.
law,
The wall.
the space pirates as the race.
Yes.
Whenever they conquer a planet, they now call themselves the same name from those who came from that planet. So if the space pirates conquered Earth, they would call themselves Earthlings.
Yes.
Yes.
They adopt their the terms for their race. Yeah.
They've given like some really interesting over the years. Well, Prime's given them lore. Not, let's be honest.
Prime has done a lot of work for the space pirates and how they operate.
In the other games, they're like the weird lobster people who stick to walls.
Like, do we have much lore in the 2D games for space pirates?
They're evil and something Ridley.
Yeah, I want to say that's it, you know. But then Prime.
Prime really fresh about this. It's like if you go through the logs, it's actually like they sound like some of them are actually misunderstood, like actually nice people.
Yeah, it's that they're actually individuals and actually they're a race rather than just homogenous sort of like we're all evil pirates, baby. And like I remember one log talks about like being fearful of Samus. I'm like, oh, that's great. That's...
Some of them have pets, like
yeah. 100%.
It's wonderful. It makes me happy.
It's a great little
I forgot about that.
This is totally
come. Yes,
real.
Take the item.
This is real,
me,
right?
Chozo statue. You remember me?
Me friend, not enemy.
I can't. I forgot they did that. The goal of the Express had to do that.
And again,
Holy
if
shit.
you played this again not long after Super Metroid, you would think, oh, they're back. That's cute. Again, this is really this game.
Oh my god! Ah!
I forget how much this game is a sequel to Super. I just forget, but it is a
100%.
direct sequel. Also forgot to mention earlier as well, with the Metroid 2 3DS remake, Samus Returns, they included X-Parasites in the game as background art and animation.
Good.
So you can see them flying around SR 288. I want to say
388. Close enough.
Is it SR 388?
Yeah.
You can see them in the background flying, like flying around.
You don't need to have a huge nod to them. You don't need to have a boss fight or a secret room like, oh my god, they were here. No, just throw them in the ecology. Don't draw attention.
Just to show they're also on the planet where you're taking the Metroids out on. Yeah.
Yes.
It's always been a strange brand to me that Metroid is named after its sort of like its main. I wouldn't even say its main villain. It's just an alien that just so happens to be fairly important in the world. It's such a weird. It's like if you call Mario like fucking I don't know, Bullet Bill. I don't know.
If you call if you called Mario Koopa.
Yeah, like Koopas.
Or you called Zelda. Ooh, what would you call Zelda?
Called Zelda like Majora's Mask. What's it called? Skull Kid. I don't know.
The Legend of Skull Kid.
Legend of Skull Kid. Yeah.
Legend of Skull Kid. Legend of Skull Kid. Oh my god.
But it's not like Samus or Space Lady Warrior. It's Metroid. It's like fuck yeah.
Metroid. I love Samus.
I love Samus. I think we'll cut it there for the first one as well.
I mean, I was gonna go to the navigation point over there, but we can cut it here.
You know what?
Oh my god, there's a secret? There's a secret in the wall. You know what? No. Next episode.
Next episode of FuzzyGoob. Bye.